Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, let's all get in here. Come on, everybody's so spread out. I want to be able to see you guys. Come on, get over here. I know everybody's trying to avoid being on the camera or anywhere near it. Get over here. Come on. We're all one big group of people. We're all here for the same reason.
How's that?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Perfect.
Come on, we could all use a little bit of humor. Good afternoon, everybody, and I'm so glad that you're all here. It always warms my heart when I see all the cars pulling in and people start walking down here. We've been doing this for over 20 years now, and every year, I have to say, this is one of my couple favorite things to do all year long. And I'll speak more on that in a few minutes, but first I just want to introduce myself. My name is Jamie Probst, and I'm the Director of Bereavement Services here at Chautauqua Hospice and Palliative Care. And next to me is one of our chaplains and a very dear friend, Kathy Smith. And I'm just going to hand the microphone over to Kathy, who's going to give an invocation and say a couple wise words for us.
Thank you, Jamie. Let us center our hearts in a moment of reflection and gratitude. We give thanks for the gift of the loved ones we honor today, and for the privilege of having shared in their earthly journeys. We recognize the quiet sacredness of life's transitions. In many ancient traditions, the butterfly represents the journey of the soul, free, unburdened, and beautifully transformed. There is an old legend that if you whisper a quiet prayer or a wish to a butterfly, it will carry that message silently to the heavens. As we prepare to open these containers, we invite you to anchor your thoughts on a cherished memory or a silent prayer. As these butterflies spread their wings and rise, we celebrate the freedom of the spirits they represent. May this symbolic flight bring healing to our hearts and remind us that love never truly fades. It simply takes a new form. Amen.
Thank you, Kathy. Welcome, everybody, to our backyard. And it's so good to see all of you here. There's a lot of faces here that I know, and some of you I would only recognize your voice because I've only ever talked to you on the phone, but we're so glad that you're here. I know a number of people called over the last week saying, kind of expressing some fear that it's going to rain. What are we going to do? And, well, first of all, kind of like our grief, you can't predict what the weather's going to do. The forecast can tell you all day long what it's going to do for the next 24 hours, and then it just kind of does its own thing. Kind of like our grief, right? We were all so sure it was going to be rainy and wet today, but then here we are having the most beautiful of days, and I don't think you could ask for better than this in June in Chautauqua County. So often we anticipate these days that we think are going to be so overwhelming that we're not sure how we could possibly get through them, and oh my gosh, what if we were to cry? As if somehow that's a bad thing. Like, we're not supposed to have emotions, and we're not supposed to be having a hard time when we think about navigating life without our person physically in it. We should never have to apologize for our grief. There's nothing wrong with tears. There's nothing wrong with having that wave of emotion that washes over you and just leaves you unsure of how to navigate those feelings. So often our grief causes us to feel like we're alone, like nobody sees us and that nobody knows what it's like. And it's amazing to me because when you look around in this small little yard back here, I'm not sure how many of us there are, but it's quite a big number. And all of us are here for the exact same reason. To celebrate the life of somebody that we hold dear in our hearts, and to be reminded that others remember that person and they are still thinking of them alongside of us. So today we're going to release some butterflies. This is just one small symbol of the continuing relationship that we have with our loved one. Death does not end a relationship. It might take away the physical presence of it, that daily physical reminder of that person in our life, but death does not, by any means, have the ability to end a relationship. And so the task of grief is not to figure out how to live without our person. It's not to figure out how to get over it or whatever other thing that sometimes society convinces us we need to do, but instead, the task of our grief is to find ways to maintain that connection with our loved one. And so every year, this is just one of the ways that we seek to accomplish that. It's important for us to find these small things. There's oftentimes when people come to my office, they kind of have this idea that I'm going to be able to give them that one magic answer that's going to make everything okay. But I don't care who you talk to, where you go, what you do. There's never one answer. All of these things that you do, the people you talk to, the experiences you have, you start to collect bits and pieces of an answer that makes sense for you. And then at some point, you figure out how you hold on to your person. So I'm grateful for all of you here, and I just want to take a moment of silence to just remember all of the people that we're here to honor today. Anytime you think you're alone, remember how many people are standing around you right now. And sometimes people don't always speak up and say what they're thinking and feeling because, gosh, so many of us are so afraid that maybe people won't share the same thoughts and feelings. But when you look around, we're never as alone as we think we are. If ever you find yourself struggling and you feel like you need some help, maybe you just need somebody to sit down with and share a memory or a story, something that continues to take up space in your mind and in your heart, please know that we have counseling available to anybody in the community. Whether your loved one was on our services or not, we will be here. And we are always willing and always able to make the time to sit and talk with you and help you find a way forward. So that being said, I'm going to stop talking so we can all do what we're actually here to do. And I cannot wait to see all of you guys let these butterflies go. So just a quick note, please if you just pull the corners of your envelope and just gently unfold it, your butterfly might not fly away immediately. They need a little bit of time to warm up, and they kind of get charged up here in the sun. So, all right, have at it.
Yours went right now. Mine's over there, but sure. This is rare. Rare in the go. I wonder how long ago, when they had Okay, I won't step. Oh, you don't step there. Here, I'll try. There you go. And then one leg to the ground. Mine's still over here.
Watch where you're walking. Okay.
Fly away.
Because that battery died. I don't know why. It's a brand new battery.